And speaking of labs and testing, you are Leaping Buddy certified, which I
Yes.
love. The
Mhm.
product is cruelty free. It is vegan. Obviously, that is why you were on the Wild podcast. We would not have it any other way. But how specifically important was that to you? As far as it being vegan and cruelty free.
I just think it's table stakes. I do respect that in the vast beauty industry, people have different preferences, different things that are important to them. And so I'll never dog on another brand that doesn't prioritize these things. But for us, I'm a beloved dog mom. I'm not like we wanted to make sure that we were giving that assurance to our customers that, hey, we're not testing on any of our furry friends. They're all safe when it comes to Daybird. I think similarly from a vegan standpoint, we want to make sure that we're sourcing those ingredients. And these days there is the technology out there that a lot of ingredients that heritage were sourced or animal derived, we have synthetic alternatives. And
Mhm.
so how can we try to leverage those? And I think the challenge from an early brand is how you're doing that and also maintaining cost. But for us, it was important to be clean and vegan. We kind of viewed it as table stakes. And on a personal note, I'm a lifelong vegetarian. I was raised vegetarian, so it was a very nice thing for me. I prefer not to consume animal-derived products on my skin or in food. But I think it's nice. I think when we were developing the product, it was feeling more and more like the industry standard to be cruelty-free, to be vegan, and we that was very much aligned with our values as well, and the ones that we were hearing from our customers.
Yeah, I think just across the board now, we do have so many different alternatives, like you said, synthetic ways of doing what we did in the past. I don't want to say synthetic in a bad way, but Pete has
Yeah.
really been on the forefront of that as far as, helping these laboratories to create alternative methods to animal testing that are so important out there. They've shown the world and the industries, we don't need to do this. Like you don't need to test this. We have enough data, like you said, that we know we don't need to keep doing the same things. Be like, oh, I guess that would burn a rabbit's eyes. It's like, yeah, we already knew that. You don't need to try that again. And I love that that's become more of a conversation. But you took it a step further. You went and got Leaping Bunny certified, which is quite a lot of hoops and can be
Mhm.
very expensive and can be very time consuming. So is that just something that just overall you were like, we're going to take that step and make sure that we also fall in there? Because I use the Leaping Bunny app all the time because I'm
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
yeah, because
I
I'm
love to
like,
hear
I want
that.
to sue the product. I want to see the products and support the products that they've already vetted for me.
Yeah.
So,
I'm all about that. I think that's where these certifications can be so helpful is they show that the vetting's already been done. When we think of like
mhm.
the retailers we partner with, I mean, that's where they're what like some of the assurance that we hear from our customers is like they can go to where we just launched in Whole Foods and Sprouts, for example. They can go to those stores, they can see any products across any category. They know that they've had some baseline level of vetting, so they don't have to do the work. And our customers are all about convenience, they're all about ease. And so just making it a little easier. And I think something like Leaping Bunny serves a similar purpose. Like you're using the app, you don't have to go in and look up every
Mhm.
ingredient and see like I don't know, like go to the brand's FAQ page and see are you testing on animals or whatnot. So I think that the big thing with Leaping Bunny that I really like is you have to, attest that your suppliers aren't doing any animal testing. There's nothing being done in the suite of creating the formula or the finished good. And so that was something that was really great for us as we were going through the process. And